Uh, yes.
Hi there. Hi there.
Hello.
My name is Stacy Yankova. I'm Bengaluru lead at Innovex, and today I will moderate our lecture. Our next speaker is Aras Aydogan, founder of Pyro Games, with topic Secrets of Catching a Hit. Please, Aras, go ahead.
Thank you so much. Hello, everybody. Today we're gonna talk about catching a hit game. I know many studios struggling with this issue, and we have some weird story about that, and we have some weird success rate, and we will discuss everything at this meeting. So we can start the contents of this speech. First of all, I will introduce myself, and I will introduce Pyro Games and what's the secrets of our success and how to maintain it. First of all, I am founder of Pyro Games. My role at this company is our product manager and game developer. And as you can see, I'm addicted to games since 5 years old, and that's averagely 23 years of gaming background. What did I play for the 23 years? And these are just I remember these games, and I know when I try to enter all of this, we can't. I can't scratch them all. Maybe 5 times more games I played, but you can see something: StarCraft, World of Warcraft, Dota, Heroes, Counter Strike, Half Life, Mountain Blade, etc., etc. There are a lot of old school games I have played since 5 years old. And before talking about Pyro Games, I was a public officer. I was a bureaucrat, high-level bureaucrat before before the switching to gaming sector. And public sector, public officer job is not good everywhere in the world. And I left the job and entered. I started a job as a game developer, and later on, I tried to start a company. And later on, I founded Pyro Games. I founded Pyro Games with excellent people. Now we are 8 people. We are really crazy and funny. That's not a joke, really. We love cats and horses, and especially horses. We love. So, what's your success story? We founded just 10 months ago, just 10 months ago, and our third prototype become a hit. And each one of our 2 games enters the soft launch process, and later on they are published. And this is a real success rate. I know it's something like a joke, but uh, it's real, and we are really high success rate, etc. And there are a lot of game developer studios around. Something they develop 200 plus games, but zero publish, zero uh, soft launch. They are good with the prototype payments from the publisher, but we are not like that. Actually, we don't get any prototype payment. We just make a hit game, and we get our payments from hit games. And what is our mega hit game? It's Case Sniper. Maybe some of you them know that game. It's just developed just 4 days, within 4 days, and we present some unique approach. Uh, at at that time, there are a lot of clone games, a lot of Squid games around the market. Maybe you know you are playing these games as a player, and you are running and stopping, jumping across, etc. But we said there are a lot of similar games around. Why we don't do something different? And we picked that we are playing as a sniper, and that's get a hit. And now this game surpassed 30 million downloads. uh, it has something like zero point 0.2 CPI and 10 minutes playtime, and something like 20 plus retention, etc. And the real weirdness is here. It was our third prototype, and previous two were also entering soft launch. They are at the edge of the publishing, especially one at the edge of the publishing. But at the same time, this K Snipers testing was done, and we moved with the K Sniper. It became mega hits, and our story begins here. So, what are the secrets of that success? First of all, we are gamers. Uh, and we don't like PR. Actually, it's my first talk, and I don't like talk everywhere. And we spend every penny of our effort to make great games. Actually, we don't have a good website to because I don't want to bother with them. I'm choosing to making a hit game within that time, and we recruit only gamers. All of people are really hardcore gamers. They know gaming concepts. We talk at the same language in the office, and our team has plus 20 years gaming backgrounds. Especially I have 23 years old, and our senior 3D artists have 21 years old addictive level gaming background. That's real. We played games uh, maybe 15, maybe 16 hours a day per day. And second of the secrets, we always have original ideas. We don't chase any trends. We don't waste our time with clones. Oh, that's there are a lot of talking about the gaming industry. Oh, there are trends about that mechanic. Let's make another one. We don't do that, and I really don't recommend you to do that too. By that point, we are creating the trends by the K Sniper times. As sniper games raised a lot of really. As sniper games has a trending point at the market, and we boosted that trend at that time. And our other published games uh, have similar success, have similar story about like K Sniper. And third of secrets, we have a huge experience. Our 3D sites has uh, 10 plus years of game art experience, and I am personally 5 plus years of game development experience. I made a lot of mistakes before, and originally I'm a mid-core game developer. I developed something uh, like Brawl Stars, etc. Just myself, I was self-developer, hardcore developer, and I know their hardness. I made a lot of mistakes, and you have to make mistakes to become successful at any section, at any uh, life, at any section of life. And some critical points. Uh, what's the what's running in that office? And we don't have any C-level title. I don't like to use them. I never use them, and really I hate them. It's forbidden to use any manager or C-level title here because, uh, and at the same time, we don't have a boss. I'm the only founder, but uh, there is no boss in our office, and everyone participates in decision-making progress. And whenever we are talking about a game or edition or creating something like that, everybody talks about their decisions, their ideas, and we take care of their ideas. And we don't impose any heavy slavery contracts, and that's the really critical point. Uh, and many studios make this mistake, and they made their employees officers. Really, public, you can't differentiate public officer with their employees, and they are making a lot of mistakes about that. Uh, and we know what true gamers and Z generation expect from a job, and we approach them according to that. And they can, our employees, our team members, they can leave us whenever they want. Uh, we don't force them anything. We don't force them to stop their freelance jobs, to stop uh, switching companies, etc., create their companies, etc. We don't force anything, any of them, and because of that, they are feeling free, and their minds are free, and they create unique ideas. They add unique additions to their games, and at that point they made a huge soft launch games. And junior developers it's just his first game enters the soft launch and become a hit. Newcomer junior developer made this in our studio. Uh, is not a senior, just a junior developer, and it was his first project become hit. And again, another junior developer, first project become fail, but repetitively two projects after that become enter the soft launch, and one will be a hit. We are preparing for that. Again, he is a junior developer too. And we have comfortable working environment, and I think you catch the ideas. We don't have deadlines. We don't have any stress about development. Actually, we are not a family. We are friends. Uh, I see my team members as friends, and they see me as friends too. And we have easy communication between our team members. They can easily ask something to me or something to another one. And there is no communication bureaucracy in our studio, and we are always laughing. Don't look at me because I am some kind of nervous because it's my first talking, and we are always generous about payments, about kindness, etc. So, how we can maintain that success? I know these concepts are utopic for many studio. No contract, no boss, no C-level title, etc. And one of two every two game becomes soft launch, etc. How we can maintain this success? Actually, product management. As a product management, I would say that product management is everything in the game development studio. You have to feel the ideas and play it in your mind before entering the development process. This is really a crucial point. Uh, you have to play it before. You have to play it when you think that game, and choose the best option as a gamer, not perspective of something like market size, etc. Oh, that's a trend. Let's do that. No, that's not a true point. Uh, you have to choose best idea as a gamer, and you have to know your team, what your team can do, and what you can do. Uh, and you have to choose one that best suits your team's technical capability. You can't expect them to create MMORPG within a month, and you have to decide priorities wisely. And it really needs a huge development experience. I developed maybe plus 100 games myself for 5 years. Some of them launched, some of them killed, and many of them killed by myself. And you have to be ready to kill a game at any stage and at any cost. It's really crucial point, and a lot of game company makes a lot of mistakes about that option too. Uh, Unsuccessful games lowers your enthusiasm and your time, and your time is precious. You have to use it wisely. I I killed two games before its launch. I don't want to bother with its store listing, store enterings, etc. Because there's a lot of good projects waiting for me to enter, and I choose to enter that project, and it enters soft launch too, and at the exactly true time. You have to kill your games. You have to be ready about that, and don't be afraid to criticize yourself and about your project. And this is really crucial, really important point. You have to criticize your project. You have to play it in your mind. And no, the game idea has lack of some holes. Let's kill it. You have to say that. You can't low. I I never even recommend that become a lover of your project, of your games, etc. You have to kill them at the right moment, and you have to criticize yourself every time. And again, it needs a low ego too. Many of the people can't do that, can't criticize himself, and something is humanity problem. And that's all about what I'm talking. We can switch to questions. You can reach us by email, by website, and I say it's not a good site. We didn't have any time to deal with it. You can reach us at LinkedIn, Instagram, and by you can you can come across to our office, and we are hiring. Thank you so much. We can switch to answers, questions.
Yes, actually, thank you, Aris, for such an interesting lecture. We have a huge amount of questions, and I guess we have enough time to discuss all items. So the first question is, um, you have told that you have huge experience in gaming, and you are attracted to computer games. So, did it take long to get used to the hyper casual logic after computer games?
Actually, I entered the hyper casual 3 years later. As I said, I'm a mid-core game developer. I developed a mid-core game by myself, and I developed a multiplayer game server from scratch, something like photon networking. I used photon networking, and I developed my from scratch another multiplayer networking API. Uh, it's concurrent and thread safe. And I think you know what I am talking about. You have to know what are you doing, and you have to make mistakes about become successful at hyper casual. Hyper casual is something like you are uh, crushing all gaming knowledge into minimal point. You are crashing it. If you can't do hyper casual, if you are not successful at hyper casual, you can't do mid core or casual or PC projects too. You first of all you have to know hyper casual logic. Hyper casual logic is diamonds for about improving yourself, knowing what can we do on gaming and how we can interact gamer or how we can retain user, how we can catch user, how we can acquire user, and about game juice. It's really important point game juice. You know how you can implement game juice, and a lot of people I know, and I was too, want to develop mid-core game and Steam games, console games, etc. But they lack of something. They don't know how to do a game. This is really a crucial point. They don't know how to do a game, but they are trying to do a big game, big scale game, AAA, 2A, etc. And at the end of the day, it fails. And I was expecting to fail a project, but I don't say anything because uh, when you say something about projects, they don't look like good. they don't they don't like people criticizing people. I I can criticize everything and myself. You have to know how you how to make a game first of all, and hyper casual is diamond points for that.
Okay, got it. Thank you. The next one question is, how much profit did you earn from Key Snipper Challenge?
It's private, but we made a good profit. Not so
Okay.
much good because hyper casual sector is crunching and there are a lot of competitors and profit ratios decreased. Not so much, but it's enough for uh, uh, for us.
Okay. The next one, question is, how do you think which one is better, focusing on game mechanics or unique game idea?
Uh, we don't focus on mechanics. We are chasing for unique game ideas. As I said before, if you are chasing mechanics, you are just a clone game maker. This will not give you a quick success or good success. You have to try 200 games, 300 games, and maybe one of them will be hit. Uh, I know
True.
so many studios making this and following this strategy, and they all failed. They really all fails. They have 200 games, but zero publish, zero soft launch. They and their developers exhausting to bothering with unsuccessful prototypes, etc. They have low moral. They don't. Maybe you can see they're smiling at LinkedIn or Instagram, but it, at the heart of the people, they are all crying, and they are all crying to me too. But they have some heavy contracts. They can't switch their job easily. When they left their job, they can't enter another uh, game company for 6 months, etc. And I say, don't signature, don't make any signature like that kind of slavery contracts, but something like that. I can't talk about that for hours.
Okay. We've got also a question from Omi, co-founder of Dopamine. How many months does it take for your game to be profitable and earn money after publishing?
Within 2 or 3 months later, games profits, you can gather your studio's profit. And because game enters the soft launch, game enters the test, and okay, metrics are good. We are starting soft launch process starting, and you have to improve the game for weeks, maybe for months, and later on soft launch process. When the soft launch process is done, uh, maybe after 1 or 2 months later, your first invoice mail, uh, and you can see your first invoice mail in your Gmail, etc. But it's not a quick timeline.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you. Um, what are publishers' expectations from a studio or a prototype to work with them?
Publishers' expectations based on your game's quality, and we have a lot of publisher mailings, and let's work with us, etc. But we are declining all of them. And uh, why? Because we made a hit game, or they can see our portfolio, and they see, oh, they know how to do a game. We Optimization is good, art language is good. We take care about color choosing, and we take care about optimization. The phone is not burning, and mechanics is intuitive, and we are really thinking about user experience at creating mechanics. And mechanics is something like user experience. Actually, I have to say that uh, people wrong people can't understand what are the mechanics. Mechanics are not something like let's paint our toys, etc. These are game ideas. Actually, these are not mechanics. Mechanics is uh, how you realize that game idea into a phone screen or into some restricted user components, touching, etc. Mechanic is that, is like that, and you have to uh, code it. You have to build that mechanic that controls intuitively and easily, and you have to take care about user experience. And publishers looking for that, actually. Publishers looking for studios that know how to make a game, actually.
Okay, Aris. Thank you for your interesting lecture and for your answers. I guess if we will have other questions from the audience, they could contact you directly
Yes, sure.
through our platform via Pine. And thanks, audience, also for consideration. I guess, and I hope we will see you during our next Hyper Games conferences.
I hope to. Thank you so much. Have a nice day, all.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.